shocks and everything. It doesn't look like a real hard thing to find, so I decided to go ahead and go. I've been down there enough times. I was down there with Steve twice, and then I drove through there 2 years ago, or last year. I drove through there last year. And so I think I know my way around well enough to do it. Madison's a little hard to drive around in initially. All I have to do is look for the Capitol. I mean, last year I kind of decided, okay, we're going to have to start doing more things in Wisconsin. So, here we are. It's just too far to go to Chicago. I don't have anywhere to stay there. It cost me a small fortune to go there. And it's the same thing that I'm getting here. It's half the gas, less than half the gas, and no motel. And I only went one day. I mean, last time. I think I might have went for an hour the next day, but there wasn't much the next day. Okay, 51. Is it 51? I don't think it's 51. I think it's 151. I can get there either way, though. I might have to eat out tonight. I had, for breakfast, I make a hash brown patty, but there's nothing you have to add to it to make it stay as a patty. With these pans, I don't know if you can really do it with a cast iron pan, but with these new pans, they stay together like a patty. And you would think, well, what did you put in there to make that all stay together? Nothing. I didn't put water on it or anything. They just stay together. It's like a patty, a hash brown patty, and it turns out good every time, as long as you cook it enough. And you can turn it over, and it stays in one piece. With the cast iron pan, I don't remember ever having that. But I have a Ballerini pan. That's the brand of pan I have. And I did a lot of research on that pan because some of those pans are toxic and they don't last very long. And I've been using this since 2022 and it's still good. It's still holding up just fine. I'm still cooking with it. And I just put, for my potatoes, I put coconut oil in there, which is like a solid. And fry them on 4 or 5. I mean, I guess it's better to maybe have it on 5. You can cover it at the beginning, and then you take the lid off, and it'll finish cooking. You turn it over. Take the lid off and turn it over. And I looked it up today, and it's like, oh yeah, you're doing it right. Good. I'm to be sure if I was doing it right. And then today I had 3 duck eggs. Usually I only have 2. But I ate an extra egg one day, and okay, now I'm back to the even number of eggs now. So I had 3 duck eggs. That's all I had, though. I had tea. I had green tea. Green tea with some honey in it. And that was my breakfast. So I should be good for a while. That was a pretty hearty breakfast. But the first thing I did is I got up and I did that caulking, so that way after an hour you can paint on it, it says. So I did the caulking. I barely had enough and I had it all over my hands, but it's water soluble, this particular stuff. It was a cheaper caulk. It just around the window there, and it was going to be covered up, so I got the cheaper stuff. And then I went in and ate, fixed breakfast and everything. And I had my herbs and my blue-green algae. And then I came out and I did the painting. And I finished it up. And I took the scaffolding down. And then I realized, well, what do we do now? You know. Well, then I started looking up for the festival. Found out the festival's today. So, okay, here, is this it? Yeah, this is it. This is near where I used to get my teeth done. Madison Central, I guess we'll get off here. I don't really, it's not really within me to even go to Madison, really, but I gotta do that first time. I mean, maybe next year it'll work out even better because I've already done it once. Next year I gotta get there 2 hours early if I want to go again next year. I'm kind of cutting it close. I hope it works out. But they even said online, get there early. I thought, well, what are you going to do? Just keep waiting until keep waiting and waiting and waiting and never go. So I decided to go. There's 2 places to park. They kind of indicated you could take a bus from those places. I could walk it. There's the Capitol right ahead. I mean, you can't miss it. It's the tallest building in the city. I mean, Madison's a nice city. I need to start using what we've got here. I mean, we're paying taxes on this stuff probably. We might as well enjoy Wisconsin. I'm using the state parks. I need to go to the events. I can't just sit at home. See, here's their bus system. It is 4:28 and we're at 85 miles. And we're going to get a new Chinese restaurant, that one that burned down a few years ago, and I kind of thought they're not coming back because I thought they were last year. Somebody told me, yeah, they're gonna reopen, and then they didn't. And I thought, okay, they're hoping that they will, and it's not right. And sure enough, they're gonna open, and they're gonna open on 21, which is the road that goes through Necedah. They're gonna open on 21, which they call McCoy Boulevard, and it's right near the interstate. It's on the north side of 21, and it was some kind of, I think it was a Hispanic restaurant, and the building, it'll suit them well. It'll be a nice, I think it'll be a nice building for them. But they're going to move there, and I think that's a really good move for them because they're going to get the interstate traffic on those down times when they're not real busy. They'll get people off the interstate, so they'll be busy all the time then. Otherwise, they were just getting local people, that probably people like me, that they were kind of at the local economy's mercy, or the local people's mercy. Whereas now they're going to get traffic from the interstate in 21, and that's going to be good for them because they lost 2 years worth of income. And I figured, oh, they're not going to open. They're just going to take the insurance money and retire on it. But they kind of indicated they really enjoy doing this, and they're going to open the store this summer. They're going to open the restaurant again. And I think they might have the stuff that I think they might have been able to salvage some things from the old restaurant